Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So this reading is going to be about what may happen in the United States in 2025. So I'm going to do a few topics. I'm going to pull a card from this deck for the overall energy of the United States in 2025. Then I'm going to talk the presidency, Senate, Congress. I'll talk money, job, food. I'll talk about Donald Trump specifically and Robert F. Kennedy, Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, and Vivek Ramaswamy. I'll talk about those people. And what I get right now is just confusion and people power tripping. A mess is what I get. But let's get into it. Let's pull that first card for the overall for the United States, okay? We'll see what the cards want to tell us. Okay. Humans discovering fire, activation. So I get that, just that very thing. Like, there's going to be, okay, fire is like the operative word here, because there's going to be dumpster fires. I mean, it is going to be, it's like, it says humans discovering fire, but I get it's humans discovering a whole lot of what goes on behind the scenes. And it's like their mind will be activated, the people that live in the country, not the politicians. They're the ones that will feel the brunt of the humans. And they're already getting that to a certain extent, but not to the degree that they will see in 2025. When that faucet turns on, it's like there'll be a mad scramble to try to turn the faucet off, but it won't happen. The activation has already occurred. And people are studying things, they're talking to people, friends and family about what they're seeing going on. It will be chaotic. In some ways, not great chaos, and in other ways, good, necessary chaos. So that's overall in the United States. Let's pull a card on, I have my Signs and Sky Mates deck here, and I just have the 12 zodiac signs. And what I'm going to do is pull a card on, let's see if we can get some more on the president. Now, we know that Donald Trump won the election. He won the contest, right? And Donald Trump is a Gemini, I do believe. But we're going to pull a card on the president, like their sign or what we can glean from that, from the 12 zodiac signs, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Aries. Okay, now I specifically said, let's get a card on the president. This is somebody that's born March 21st to April 19th. They're fire, they're cardinal. I'm more than what you think I am. Okay, like I say, Donald Trump is a Gemini, but we have Aries. Now, I did a read on who will be the next president, and I said it was Bobby Kennedy, but I believe he's a Capricorn. But we're going to talk about him in this reading. So let's just move forward, and we'll just keep this here. Wanted to come out for a reason. So maybe in time we'll understand that better. Maybe the president or somebody that is going to have a lot of power over the president is an Aries or has Aries in their chart. Okay, or maybe this is just the energy of this is what the energy of the president. I am more than what you think I am. Now, that's not Donald Trump because he's in your face. This is a fiery person that wants to get stuff done. Okay, so that's what that represents. All right, let's pull a card on. Let's get a tarot card on. Actually, I'm going to do it different. Let's get an oracle card on the Senate, the United States Senate, and then we'll clarify with tarot card. Okay, so the United States Senate, what are they representing in 2025? Beach. Sun and sand, relaxation, and leisure. This is the Senate. It's like when you're on a beach, you're not doing anything but relaxing, because that's what the card says. No, their lives won't be a beach, because we go back to the activation in the fire of the humans. It's almost like the Senate's hands will be tied, is what I get, to the point where the only thing they can do is, if they could do this, is relax. But they can't relax because they have the people on their tail. All right, let's get a tarot card to do some clarifying on that, on the Senate. What else can you tell us about the Senate? Death. Okay. New beginnings, transformation. So we have the beach and death for the Senate. That's very interesting, because I get that, no, there won't be literal, well, I mean, people are always coming and going in the world, right? So there'll be death, but I get someone prominent will pass in the Senate. But death is death in the way that things were done, is what I pick up very strongly. So you might as well go to the beach, because everything is being revamped. All right, that's very interesting. That's the Senate. Let's go to the Congress, and then we'll see what's going on in the presidency. Let's pull a card. Let's do the same for the Congress, okay? Let's get an oracle card, and then we'll pull a tarot, and then we'll talk about who oversees all this, which is the presidency. Well, that's the branch of government. Okay. The administration. Okay, so for the Congress, we have financial center, economic hub, stock market, business district. That's for Congress. Now, the Congress, I do believe, handles the purse, because the Speaker of the House manages the purse. We'll get a card on the Speaker of the House as well. So I get that there's going to be a flurry of activity around the Congress all year long around money. And there are going to be, you think that people were fighting before? You know how you see in other countries, I don't know if it's Britain, I don't want to pick on Britain, but sometimes those people can do knockdown, drag out fighting. They can literally be pulling hair and throwing punches and slapping people. It is, in the United States, it's a little more, it's not like that. But I'm getting that it's going to be like that. It's going to border on physicality. Wow. Okay, let's get a tarot card on Congress. Magician, creativity, action, power, performance, skill. Okay. I get that there will be some new people, some fresh blood that comes into the Congress that will be magicians in the best possible way. They're going to know, ultimately, they will win a lot of things, is what I get. I don't know any more than that. Let's pull a card on the Speaker of the House. So let's do the same for the Speaker and see. I think that's is the Speaker Ron Johnson, I think. All right, let's pull a card on him, because he's the current Speaker. But whatever comes out, I'm getting is who that Speaker will be, okay, in 2025, throughout 2025. Okay, so we have workspace. Productive. Okay, I'm going to just go with that. The first word was productive environment, creative zone, and technology hub. So that speaker, whoever it is, I get they're going to be more productive than they were, or the Speaker of the House in general was. And I get that they'll be more for the people. Yeah, I'm going to take this card, the Lovers, because politics is changing. And 2025 is the beginning of it. I mean, we saw, well, in 2024, we saw just a lot of things behind the scenes, how the sausage was made. We got to see certain politicians in certain lights. People were throwing different politicians under the bus. And in 2025, that won't be any different. So, okay, let's talk the presidency. Let's talk the presidency, and let's get, I'm going to pull from this small deck. We're going to get a card on, let's get an overall. Can you tell us what the overall of the President of the United States? Let's get an overall for that person. Their energy throughout 2025. Can you tell us what the energy of the President will be in 2025? Five of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold. Feeling sorrowful. So that is how they'll be feeling. That is how the President of the United States will be feeling. Let's get an oracle card to do some clarity on that. I can't make that, into anything good. It's not good. They're feeling left out in the cold. Okay, we have kitchen tools, meal preparation. What an odd card. But I get that is around health and food as it relates to the president. And they feel a lot of sorrow around food and just health in the United States. Let's get another one on that. They feel the, I don't know, it's like the most important thing to them. The people, the health of the people. Okay. Desert, arid landscapes. But they, again, this card and this card are really one and the same, right? The Five of Cups, or the Five of Pentacles, and the desert. So our president is feeling like they're in a desert, like they're out there on their own. They don't have, there isn't anyone that's supporting them. They just feel it's bleak, what I get. Okay, so that's the presidency. Let's pull a card on who the winner of the 2024 election was, which is Donald Trump. Let's pull a card on Donald Trump. He is expected to be the 47th president of the United States. Okay, so let's get a card. Church. Spiritual sanctuary. Sacred architecture. Donald Trump is a lot of things, and a church person he is not. But he is, in the year of 2025, he's going to need a church. I'm going to leave it there. He's going to need a church. I don't know. Okay, let's talk about the people, the prominent people that were around Donald Trump during the campaign. And that's going to be Robert Kennedy, Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, and Vivek Ramaswamy. So let's start with Robert Kennedy. Let's get one of these for him. Okay, let's pull a tarot card for him. I saw the Three of Swords, and I feel that very strongly, and this wanted to come out, and I'm going to pull that card for him because that is what I get very strongly, and that is anxiety, it's fear, it's unhappiness. Now, this is how he will be feeling in 2025. Robert Kennedy Jr. And it's going to be outwardly. You're going to see that. I'm not going to pull any more. I'm just, for each one of these individuals, I'm going to pull a card as it relates to the presidency. Let's move on to Elon Musk. And what will be the energy for Elon Musk? What will be going on for him in 2025 as it relates to the presidency? Oh. And he has, oh my goodness, the Ten of Wands. Overburden, overload, responsibility. Everything is fun and games until you're in the game. And you see that you can't turn that wheel in your favor. So this is for Elon Musk. Let's pull a card for Tulsi Gabbard and the presidency. You know, what's going on there for her as it relates to 2025 and the presidency. I already said at the beginning that there will be a lot of confusion around these particular people in general, okay? Separately and together. And power tripping to where they won't be able to get anything done. Okay, so Tulsi Gabbard. I get that she will be one of the main people. Okay. Calm waters. Moving on to calm waters. And what I get from this card is that she will be wanting to get out. She wants to move away from everything that's going on. We're going to hear about this too. It's just going to be a hot mess is what I get. Okay, now we're going to move on to Vivek Ramaswamy, who I would define as a sneaky person with ulterior motives, okay, for Vivek. But an intelligent person, but not as intelligent as he may think. Okay, the Emperor. This is how he will be representing himself. We dodged a bullet when he didn't make it into the presidency, and he won't ever be a president in the United States, but he will milk it, and what I get is he will show his true colors in 2025, but he will be an emperor-like figure. At least that's how he will want people to see him. Let's pull an oracle card on the overall of those people that I just outlined. Robert Kennedy, Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, and Vivek Ramaswamy. Let's get an oracle card just to see what else we can, glean from the cards. Concert. Live performance. Oh, they'll be performing and it'll be something that people will want to kick their feet up and watch. There will be performances. All right, let's talk a little bit about, we'll talk money, jobs, and food, okay? So let's get a job and money card on for money and for food. So the first job and money card will be for money. insurance. I get, and this is just the message that I get for money, that there will be a lot of people filing insurance claims, and it's insurance money. Insurance is going to bankrupt a lot of insurance companies. I get that they gouged a lot, and there's just going to be a lot of, gouging insurance companies. But let's get a tarot card. What else can you tell us about money for the people overall in the United States? Overall for the people. Doesn't mean your individual bank account, right? Okay. So we have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So 2025 is going to be a lot better in terms of money flow for people as it relates to the government. And I don't know what that means exactly, but I just get that it will be better. The people as a whole, it will be better. Okay, let's get and that's really all that wants to come out for money. Okay, let's get a jobs card. Spending. Okay, now this is about the United States. And I get that where people didn't have the money to spend on, incidentals or just anything really, pockets were tight. I'm getting that's loosening up, and there will be more spending. And as it relates to the government, I get spending, but it will benefit the people a lot more in 2025, the people of the United States. Let's get a card on food. And, interest rates and things like that will be better, but that won't kick in until I get after April. Gas prices and things will get better. Inflation will always be there, but we will see a reprieve. Okay, we'll get to breathe because spending is here. And people don't generally have the money to spend when inflation is high and interest rates are high and all of that. Okay, so let's see. We're talking food now. I don't see a problem with food. Food is plentiful. Okay, window, framed views, glass porter, a window sill. As it relates to food, there's no issue with food. Because if there were, something would come out about it negative. The window is positive. You're looking out the window. The sun is beaming down on you. It's good. The plant is growing. It's healthy. She looks like she might even have a little baby in her belly. So it's growth. It's goodness. It's green. It's healthy. And I get that there will be an emphasis on health. And that is Robert F. Kennedy coming through there. All right, let's get a card. I'm going to pull from this deck here. Let's get a card on global relations for the United States and any country. Okay, we're not going to specify a country. We're just going to get a card and likely go with a depiction. So what will the relationships be like for the United States and any particular country? In the globe, out there in the world. Seven of Candles. David and Goliath. There will be posturing. There will be countries coming forward, and it's like boom, boom. We are Goliath. You're David. And the United States will be like, no, we're Goliath. You're David. So it will not be the most positive of interactions, but that's not everyone. But just overall, that's what the card wanted to come out and say: David and Goliath. United States is always going to think it's Goliath. But didn't David defeat Goliath? I don't know the story completely. Something you may want to look into. Okay, we're going to close out with advice for the US, and we're going to get one of my absolute favorite decks, the Divine Dog Wisdom cards. It's this deck here, and I love it. And I'm going to pull a card to close this readout. And we'll see what the beautiful Divine Wisdom dogs want to tell us. Because, you know, dogs are smart. And they know. Oh, I just saw the Doberman Pinscher. Okay. He's not to be played with, but neither is the Rottweiler. Beautiful dogs, though. Okay, so this is the advice for the U.S. Allowing. Let it happen. Allowing things to play out the way they're going to play out is what I get. Allow things to be what they're going to be. Right? Just allowing things to happen the way they're meant to happen. Those don't want to stay up. There's so many behind it. But it's a very interesting read. There's so many things I could talk about, right? But I thought these were the most important. So now we just have to sit and wait. All right, so thank you so much for stopping by The Humble Seer. As always, you take good care, and we'll talk soon. Bye.